Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, first we will understand what is artificial intelligence and what is machine learning, and then we'll see the conceptual difference between these two along with the multiple examples. Nowadays, these terms have become buzzwords and still most of the people do not know the exact difference between these two. So this has become a necessity to understand the basics about these. So let's start with AI, artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? The aim of AI is to create machines that can simulate human like intelligence and behavior. So, the artificial intelligence enables a machine to think and take its own decision without giving any explicit instructions. What do I mean by explicit instruction here? So, if I talk about the traditional programming where we do not use artificial intelligence, then we explicitly tell the software if this, do this, else, do that. So, we programmatically tell the computer what it has to do in each situation using the if and else statements. But through AI, we want our machines to think its own and act accordingly using its own intelligence. But we also know that a computer is a dumb piece of software on its own. So, how can it think and how can it have intelligence? So, here comes the machine learning. So, now let's talk about machine learning. What is machine learning? So, it's like a brain within AI. In machine learning, we make the machine learn by giving historical examples. We give millions or billions of historic examples so that it can learn from those examples and try to act accordingly when we give any situation. So we can think of ML as a little child who doesn't know anything about the world, and we teach him about many things by giving our prior experiences. So we can also think of ML as a student who gets better at problem solving with practice. It's all about learning from the experience and getting more accurate over the time. So ML is a subset of AI. So there exists other part of AI also, which is not about the machine learning. It is other than the learning. So it may be doing some stuff like calculating something, performing some task, but not related to learning. Let's now understand the difference between these two using couple of examples. So the first example of AI would be the smartphone's voice assistant. For example, the Siri or the Google Assistant. It can understand your questions, learn your preferences, and even crack a joke or two. So it's smart, but it is not necessary that it is learning and improving over time on its own. So it is an example of AI where it is smart enough to understand our questions and our preferences, but it is not improving over the time. So the second example for ML, the machine learning, would be the predictive text or the autocorrection in our phone. So initially it might suggest some weird things, but as we correct it and use it more, it starts predicting our words and sentences more accurately. So it learns from our typing habits. So we can say it is an example of machine learning where it is learning from our own typing habits and improving it over the time. Now let's see one real life example. So let's take an example of high tech hotel which has a super smart computer at the front desk. So this computer can welcome guests, answer questions, and even suggest nearby places to visit. And it does not need someone to tell what exactly it has to say or do. So it's like having a helpful friend at the reception who knows a lot. Now in this example, imagine a scenario where a guest walks in the hotel and the AI system can greet them, ask about their preferences from the previous stage, and recommends a room with a nice view all on its own. So this is an example of artificial intelligence where it is doing all this stuff all its own. Now let's discuss the machine learning part in this system itself. So at first, it might not be perfect at predicting which rooms the guest would prefer. However, as more people stay and give feedback, the system learns and becomes better at suggesting the right rooms based on individual preferences. So, for example, the machine learning system notices that the guests who like quiet rooms tend to prefer rooms on the higher floors. So, over time, it starts automatically suggesting higher floor rooms for guests who value peace and quiet. So, in a nutshell, we saw in this example that the AI part of the system is like having a smart friend at the front desk who can handle various tasks intelligently, while the ML part is like a quick learner in the booking system, which is improving its room suggestions based on the feedback it gets from the guests. I hope you would have understood the difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning. In our upcoming video, I will discuss about the generative AI and deep learning. Also, we will see the difference among all four things: AI, ML, generative AI, and deep learning. If you are eager to expand your knowledge in these areas, make sure to hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more insightful content. If you have any doubts related to this topic, then put your questions in the comment box. I will address those in the next video. Also, I am planning to bring up a complete course on generative AI and prompt engineering. I will start that course from the very basic and will move towards the advanced concept. Please let me know in the comments if that would be helpful for you guys. And on our official website, I have curated multiple quizzes on diverse topics, and soon I will be adding more topics related to AI and ML also. Stay tuned for those. If you want me to add some other topics other than these, then do let me know in the comments. I will try to add those also. That's all for this video. As always, keep learning and keep supporting. See you in the another video.